Hey guys, it's Piper, and today I'm going to do chapter 5 and 6 with hypnotic writing. So get your cheat sheets out, and I'm going to kind of guide you through what he started talking about. So with hypnotic writing, it's anything that holds your attention is what he starts talking about. And he refers to another author called Hypnotic Language. And it was written by John Burton, B-U-R-T-O-N. So if you want to kind of pick that book up and kind of skim through it, that might help you as well. Before you begin writing, understand that hypnotic writing is about an invitation to communicate with your reader. And so when you start writing, if you feel bored and you just kind of feel blah and mundane, this is where I like to encourage people to get into the inner circle if you're in Empower Network, because of the fact that you're going to listen to some people that have some really powerful statements, and you might want to write it down and say, ooh, I could use that in an email copy. If not, you can easily go to YouTube and pick up Norman Vincent Peale or, Think and Grow Rich. You just type that into YouTube and you'll get yourself like a motivational speaker like Tony Robbins or whoever is out there. And so, so basically, before you begin writing, just get yourself to a frame of mind to say, when you put something on a paper, that's going to be blasted out to thousands of people in your list. So you got to kind of figure out, how are you going to actually make a compelling email so that it pops. And so hypnotic writing is about how to guide people and to focus on a mental state where they are inclined to buy your products.
Okay, I'm gonna go get
our goal
I'll be right back, okay?
is, of course, not to sell snake oil, but to just be so compelling.
By the way, we're gonna go soon. So.
That, basically, it's for you to help others make money as well, so that you teach them what you know, and then in the in return, of course, you do prosper, because, of course, you're helping other people prosper. So it's kind of like the cycle of abundance. And so when you help others and go the extra mile, then they're going to come back tenfold and remember you for helping them. Very much like what I'm doing with you is I'm giving you Cliff Notes and getting you to, the meat and potatoes as far as like, what do you need to know about hypnotic writing as far as your email copies and also your landing pages. So anyway, the 6th chapter is about referencing of Agatha Christie. And so what they decided, some British scientists decided to do was they took her book and they started studying how people were so compelled to keep on listening and reading her books, and why this was almost like an addiction. She kept on using certain particular words that actually elevated your serotonin levels as well as your endorphins. And as she kept on repeating and reciting these words, people were more compelled to keep engaged with what she was going to say. So, and the funny thing is, discovering the certain words that she used were like pushing buttons to increase those levels. And so the funny thing about this is the words that we're memorizing, get this, it's crazy. She used frequently the words she, kind, suddenly, girl, smiled, and yes. So the funny thing about it is the style that she wrote was pretty much in italics when she was kind of guiding somebody or prompting somebody. And so I will leave examples so that you could see exactly how the author is trying to interpret what he's trying to help us understand as far as our email copies and how to captivate your audience and keep them engaged. Also, in luring people into a hypnotic writing trance, you can use the words wonder, imagine, and story. And he gives a few examples, such as imagine putting people in a buying trance, and the way he writes it, I will enclose so that it will help you understand how it kind of prompts people to actually stay more engaged with their reading. So anyway, other than that, he used examples like how to use the words like imagine, wonder. He said that basically using sentences like people are riveted by, and that adjective riveted was in italics. More inclined to do, inclined, or to do in italics. I will tell you the story, which prompts people to say, oh, tell me a story. Because people are more compelled to listen about experiences of others than to be listening about details. So prompt them to, like, feel out a story. So buying a trance, and then imagine the possibilities, using the word imagine. So basically, this is how he starts off on chapter 6, and it's just basically using very social trigger words that are going to elevate the serotonin level so that it's going to make it pop. And understanding those words that you say, even in your vocabulary every day, you'll see how people are more responsive to you when you start talking about these powerful words and more inclined to listen to you versus just reading in a boring dialogue. So anyway, that's basically it about chapter 5 and chapter 6. Click on the link to see, of course, my blog, and also discover, if you like, how people can actually make money blogging online like this. And, you know, of course, I have to thank Empower Network for, of course, giving this possibility and turning it into a reality for me. So anyway, click on the link below and discover what he reveals inside. And thank you for subscribing. Take care. Bye.